Welcome back students. अब हम करेंगे pressure question 11 paper 2 5054. Let's start. Question 11. A student uses a pump to inflate a bicycle tire. Figure 2.1 shows the pump and the tire. It shows the pump, the trapped air, the valve, the pump, the piston, the handle from which we push, the piston which is pushing the air, the trapped air which is going inside the tube and from the tube to the tire. The pressure of the trapped air in the pump is 3.8 into 10 raised to the power of 5 pascals, and the cross-sectional area of the piston is 6.1 into 10 raised to the power of minus 4 meter square. Calculate the force exerted on the piston by the trapped air inside the pump. अच्छा, आप try to recall कौन सी कौन सी इक्वेशन होती है which links force, area and pressure. Which that equation is P is equals to F divided by A. Pressure will be 380,000 is equals to force divided by area, which is 6.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. इसको भी इसी फॉर्म में लिख देते हैं बिकॉज अब से मैंने डिसाइड किया कि इसी फॉर्म में लिखा करूंगा बिकॉज बहुत वो हो सकती है कंफ्यूजन हो सकती है ना. Oh yeah, if you multiply these two, sorry, this is minus 4 because यहाँ 6.1 into 10 raised to the power of minus 4 is dividing, तो यहाँ जाके multiply हो जाएगा, and if they multiply, what will we get? We'll get, what was the question number? We'll get 230. 230 newtons will be the force. Newtons because it is a force. You have to mention the right unit. The student pushes the handle to the right. So the student is pushing the handle to the right. And of course, he is applying some force. Acha. And the piston forces the trapped air into the tire. The piston is forcing the trapped air into the tire. Of course, the force exerted by a student is less than the value in A. हमने value of हमने A में क्या निकाला? Calculate the force exerted on the piston by the trapped air. हमने वो निकाली है. What do you call it? The force exerted by the air. So they're saying the force exerted by the air is less than the force applied by the student. So this is more than this force. That is because the force exerted by the student is less than the value of. They are saying that this value is larger than this value because this value is getting a external help. And that external help will be the, of course, the atmospheric pressure which will act in, what do you call it, in support of the students, like pushing the handle. ठीक है ना? That is in support to the student pushing the handle. They are basically saying this force is larger than this force, right? The student is applying less force than the force applied by the air. So असूली तौर पे when the student is applying less force and the air is applying more force, then the air should push back the piston and the piston should go in a left hand motion. But since the student is getting the atmospheric pressure's help, atmospheric pressure की help मिल रही है student को, so that's why it is easier for the student to push the handle and force the trapped air inside the tire rather than the trapped air pushing the piston and the motion being in a leftwards manner. So yeah, force on the other side due to atmospheric pressure, trapped air decreases as the valve opens. Easy. The temperature of the air in the pump remains constant as the handle moves to the right. Temperature remains constant, so they are saying the only things which are changing is gas and volume. Explain in terms of its molecules why the pressure of the gas increases when the volume is decreased. Acha, this is like it's probably like the most repeated question in O levels P2 कि हमेशा क्या होता है कि what do you call it? As the pressure increases, the volume decreases. The volume decreases, pressure increases. So that's the relationship you should have worked out by now. तो आपको मैं दो आइडेंटिकल प्रोपोर्शंस के रेशियो के सर्कल्स दिखा आई मीन नॉट सर्कल्स व्हाट डू यू कॉल इट स्क्वायर्स दिखा देता हूँ so this square is four times larger than this square, right? So for example this square has 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 particles. This square has 10 particles and the particles have sufficient speed and they do not rebound. They have sufficient speed and sufficient area, I mean volume, to circulate around, right? But when the volume is decreased, volume decrease हो रही है but the mass and the particles aren't decreasing. Particles फिर भी 10 ही रहेंगे. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. जैसे आप एक चीज कर लें आप फॉर एग्जांपल आप एक कमरा है आपके पास राइट एक मरले का कमरा है आपके पास राइट उसमें 10 बंदे हैं 10 बंदे उसमें काफी होंगे मतलब सही जगह होगी 10 मरले आई मीन 10 बंदों के लिए लेकिन अगर उस जगह को कम कर दिया जाए और बंदे चेंज ना हो उसके अंदर तो पीपल विल बी इन अ मच डेंसर स्टेट देन दे वर प्रीवियसली राइट सो दैट इज द सेम केस यहाँ बंदे कम नहीं किए गए इसमें जगह कम कर दी गई है so they will be hitting the surroundings way more often and they will be creating a larger pressure inside the container or whatever it is rather than this one because पहले ये यहाँ जाएगा उसके बाद ये यहाँ जाएगा इतनी देर में यहाँ जाएगा फिर यहाँ जाएगा while on the other hand this particle will go here then 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 here they will hit the container with a larger frequency than the bigger container. So the pressure is increased as the volume is decreased and the volume is decreased as the pressure is increased. Pressure volume decrease हुआ तो pressure increase हो गया pressure increase हुआ तो volume decrease हो गया. So that is it. So that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Allah Hafiz. And if you wanna pause here, you can. So Allah Hafiz. Bye.